put out, let's put a shout out right now. NobleGoldInvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Did you ever think about it? I just saw Colin Plume on a television commercial this afternoon. I did. I saw him on television on a Noble Gold television commercial on Fox News. I said, Heidi, check this out. There he is, Colin Plume, my good buddy. And now he's on Fox News doing commercials for his company, Noble Gold. And this is a young guy. He's got a wife and several kids. I think he's got 4. And he loves our ministry. Thank God for him. Well, anyway, let me just put a shout out for him right now, because Noble Gold Investment is a great company. They're a family-owned company, and they are good Christians, and they love our ministry here at PaulBegleyProphecy.com. Well, did you know that Noble Gold's team of precious metals experts have helped thousands of worried investors like yourself, maybe, to build and preserve wealth through times like these? You see, you need to find out why gold and silver IRAs are the answer to Joe Biden's inflation, migration, taxation, misrepresentation, irritation, frustration. This financial situation. You really do need to find out about this. Talk to the personnel that are at NobleGoldInvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com about precious metals today. Oh, and this month they're giving away this free gift. If you set up a gold or silver IRA worth $20,000 or more, like, for instance, roll your 401k in there, or maybe put your savings account in there, or some of it, diversify, they'll give you this 3 ounces of pure silver coin. It's 3 ounces. It's got Thomas Jefferson on the front. It's called the Silver American Virtue Coin. What a beautiful coin. They'll give it to you for free. Just simply pick up the phone tomorrow morning and call Colin Plume at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347, and tell them that Pastor Paul Begley sent you there.
Nancy Pelosi won't seek leadership role but plans to stay in Congress. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Thursday that she will not seek a leadership position in the new Congress, a pivotal realignment making way for a new generation of leaders after Democrats lost control of the House to Republicans in the midterm elections. Pelosi announced in a spirited speech on the House floor that she will step aside after leading Democrats for nearly 20 years and in the aftermath of the brutal attack on her husband Paul last month in their San Francisco home. The California Democrat, who rose to become the nation's first woman to wield the Speaker's gavel, said she would remain in Congress as the representative from San Francisco, a position she has held for 35 years, when the new Congress convenes in January. Former President Donald Trump makes promise to, quote, plant the American flag on Mars very soon. During a recent campaign speech, the former United States president mentioned a space flight to Mars, where he claimed the United States would, quote, plant our beautiful American flag very soon, and a defense shield to, quote, protect our people from the unthinkable threat of nuclear weapons. Trump has long been expected to announce that he is running for the 2024 presidency, though the recent midterm elections, where Republicans did much worse than predicted, did cast doubt on his ability to repeat his 2016 victory. In the speech, however, given at his Mar-a-Lago resort, he said, quote, we will expand the frontiers of human knowledge and will extend the horizons of human achievement, and we will plant our beautiful American flag very soon on the surface of Mars. Multiple U.S. border agents shot, one fatally by narcos near Puerto Rico. At least 5 people were involved in a maritime shooting between U.S. border agents and drug smugglers that took place off the coast of Puerto Rico early Thursday morning. The Washington Examiner was the first to report this story on Thursday. The shootout happened 14 miles off the coast of northwestern Puerto Rico. 3 federal agents were shot, according to a federal officer and a statement from Customs and Border Protection. The agents were from the Customs and Border Protection's Air and Marine Operations Arm. AMO agents worked the air and sea to patrol for human and drug smugglers. The incident took place around 8 a.m. local time, which is 1 hour ahead of Eastern time. The agents were, quote, involved in an exchange of gunfire with individuals on board a suspected smuggling vessel upon approach 14 miles off the coast of Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico, CBP confirmed to the Washington Examiner. One law enforcement source said the agents interdicted the smugglers as they had been transferring drugs on board to another vessel. 2 men were taken into federal custody, according to a local news outlet. Target blames massive shoplifting for lost profits, locks up toothpaste. Target is the latest big retailer that is blaming shoplifting for putting a big hit on its profits. The company said its gross margin rate dropped from 28% in last year's third quarter to 24.7% this year. Along with shoplifting, referred to as shrink in the industry, the company blamed higher markdown rates and freight cost for dragging down profits. The company says, quote, inventory shortage or shrink is a major drain on profits and it is a growing problem. Target expects theft to cost it $600 million in profits this year. Quote, at Target year to date, incremental shortage has already reduced our gross margin by more than $400 million versus last year, and we expect it will reduce our gross margin by more than $600 million for the full year, company CFO Michael Fidelki said in an earnings conference call this week. Quote, this is an industry-wide problem that is often driven by criminal networks, he said. Driverless taxis running 24 hours a day now in San Francisco. Driverless taxi service Cruise has expanded its San Francisco operation times to daytime hours. This 24-hour availability will be offered to the organization's employees first before expanding to the public. There are now around 70 active Cruise vehicles in San Francisco, according to TechCrunch. Cruise San Francisco fares require a $5 base fee and 90 cents per mile plus 40 cents per minute rates. Cruise began charging its passengers fares in June and expanded into most of the San Francisco area.